I'm gonna share with you guys the secret of how in just 5 days I practiced over 50 hours, I lost over 10 pounds, and I finished the entire Bible. In my physical and mental health journey, this has made a huge impact. I mean, I went from 180 pounds, 30% body fat, to sub 160 pounds and sub 20% body fat. I mean, look at this pair of jeans that used to be so snug, and now it looks like it was on an obese person before. And I did this by following what I call monk mode, which is 5 days of eating no food, doing nothing but listening to the Bible, waking up every day, cold plunging, followed by cardio, and then an ab exercise, and then I'd get right to work and start practicing drums for 5 hours. All I was allowed to do was productive things, and I was neglecting myself of dopamine. Then I would take a 1 hour break, and again, I'm not eating food, so I do a 1 hour break of strength training of some sort. Back to 5 hours of practice, and then I'd call it a night and do it all over the next day. So follow me on my journey as I show you Marco's monk mode. 10 o'clock on the dot, baby. Day 3. Channeling the powers of Doflamingo through my shorts. Alexa, set a timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, starting now.
Every day, it gets a little bit easier. So, today's gonna be the longest that I took an ice bath for. So on that note, let's meditate. Alexa, off. You know, it gets easier every day. There's obviously no problem. I'm chilling right now. We're beyond 3 minutes. 3 minutes just happened. I'm really chilling. Because you lose feeling the longer you stay in here. So I'm really just relaxing right now. We're beyond 3 minutes. The water drains as I'm taking a cold plunge. So that's, that kind of fucks it up a little bit. But I feel really good. Cold plunge is becoming a normal thing. I might turn into Wim Hof if I'm not careful. This is getting easier every day. So, anyways, we'll see all that cardio. Let's get it. This is becoming like way too easy. So, I'm excited for day 5 when I go 5 minutes in here. Anyways, see all the cardio. Drain that bitch. Drain that bitch. Drain that bitch. Drain that bitch. Woo! I feel good. I knew that I would not. I feel good. Morning 3, weigh in. Okay, 161. We're not sub 160 yet. 161. Morning 3. Let's get to cardio. Let's hit this damn jump rope.
Then go and get what you have prepared for yourself. This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves and is not rich toward God. Then Jesus.
Make sure we can breathe, focus, stay focused, guys. We got this.
Oh.
We're almost there.
Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Last 10 seconds.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Fuck. Come on.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're officially halfway done with this routine. We switch with the angle and the seat up position.
I'm so fatigued this morning. I'm much more fatigued doing my cardio and my ab workout. I am much more fatigued. I almost threw up during my ab workout. I got lightheaded during my cardio. So I know the type of person I am. I'm very stubborn, but I'm going to have to dip into these electrolytes. I didn't want to do it at all during the fast. I've done a 1 week fast, no electrolytes necessary, but for the sake of longevity, I'm going to dip into these electrolytes right now. So let's get it. We're doing great. I'm keeping these rice cakes and bone broth on the table. So every time I pass by it, I get to look forward to when I get to break my fast. I'm not really craving food yet, to be honest, but It's just, why does that look so delicious to me right now is the real question. Why does that look delicious? I got all these protein snacks, these sardines and tuna, beef jerky, protein. This looks so appetizing to me right now. This looks so flavorful. This beef bone broth. This beef bone broth. Beef bone broth. I'm lightheaded for sure right now. Let me get this going. Yeah, so I was extremely lightheaded today upon exiting the ice bath. So I was doing my cardio. I got my jump rope going for like 5 minutes, and then I was like, whoa. Needed to sit down because I got dizzy. Got very lightheaded. And so I pushed through it. Then I started doing my ab workout, and I started getting very dry mouth during the ab workout. I felt like I was going to throw up. So I broke. I'm the type of person to be stubborn enough to not take any electrolytes throughout this entire fast. I've done a 1 week fast before, no electrolytes, and I made it out fine. But for the sake of longevity right now, I'm going to go ahead and dip into the first packet of electrolytes. Just because all that happened this morning, I need to practice like at least 8 hours today. So I better be in a good headspace. I'm not just going to be able to sleep all day and ignore it. So here we go. The first packet of electrolytes is being taken about 3 days completely. So 24 times 3, 48, 24. I can't even do math. 72. 72 hours into my fast, I'm finally taking some electrolytes. I made it 72 hours without needing any electrolytes. On the 72nd hour, taking some electrolytes. Cheers. Let's continue today. Whoa. Listen. I'm already feeling better. This is delicious. It's some flavor. I've had no flavor I'm on my 3rd day of no flavor right now. Maybe it's just a placebo effect, but that's bringing me back to life. I'm feeling rejuvenated, and I'm ready to hit this pad practice while continuing the Gospel of Luke. I'm on 14:1. Let's get it. Maybe my body temperature is decreasing, but I feel a little bit colder now. Put on a little hoodie, and yeah, we're going to get this left hand. Really, every pad practice, I've been focusing on strictly left hand push-pull because it's significantly slower than my right hand. So my goal is by day 6, when I do the final test, it's going to be around the equal tempo of my right hand. Around. It could be a little bit under, but I'm really trying to increase the speed of my left hand push-pull. That's the main focus of my pad practice. Every morning from electrolytes. Every morning/afternoon from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. when I do my pad practice, I've been really, for 90% of it, just going while watching these Gospels. So, on that note, let's continue doing so.
Bushels of wheat, he replied. He told him, take your bill and make it 800. The master commended the dishonest manager because he had acted shrewdly. For the people of this world are more shrewd in dealing with their own kind than are the people of the light. I tell you, use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourselves, so that when it is gone, you will be welcomed into eternal dwellings.
Close. Come on, the second double. The second double can't hit. Come on, you got it. That second double doesn't want to go. Come on. Nope. not work at all for the doubles. It's like turning off when I'm supposed to hit the doubles. I am now 30 minutes past my scheduled time for this exercise, but because I haven't got it yet, I need to stay on it. The schedule in terms of what to practice is just a guideline. It's honestly to keep me focused and occupied and keeping it fresh so that it doesn't seem mundane. But when I'm stuck on something like this where I can't get, I cannot move on. I have to stay on this. I'll stay on this for the entire day if I don't get it with my left foot. So I am 1 hour into double bass training right now, and I'm supposed to be hitting the back Pfeifengeist by Animals as Leaders. That's going to be, whenever I get this, is when I'm going to hit back Pfeifengeist. But until then, I'm going to keep doing this because the main purpose, one of my main goals for this monk mode is to increase the speed of my double stroke roll with my feet. And in order to do that, I need to have clean doubles with my left foot. My right foot obviously is fine because I play single pedal for my entire life. But the left foot, you can hear it's weak and it's struggling. So that's why I'm giving myself these rudiments like paradiddles, inverted paradiddles, double paradiddles, paradiddle-diddles, anything with doubles in both feet. And so the inverted paradiddles are so unnatural to me, but I must stick on this exercise until I get it. And I will. And until that happens, I can't move on to the next thing. So struggle with me until we get this. Let's see if we can get it cleaner. It is, by the way, 1:50. It's about to be 2 p.m. I've been on this shit for fucking 2 hours. Excuse my language, but damn. Cleaner, but I can do better. I'll take that. I had to slow it down extremely slow. It's 2:02 p.m. I've spent 2 hours on inverted paradiddles with my feet. I'm exhausted. I am beat. I had to slow it down and I still couldn't get it clean. So that means I have to revisit that. That's an extreme weakness of mine that now I have to take note of and revisit that because that's absolutely unacceptable. However, that 2 hours spent really training my left foot just now will help in the grand scheme of monk mode when I go to test my double stroke rows. Right now, my left foot is literally numb. It's gonna help a lot. It's gonna help a lot. I need to rest my freaking left foot. Jesus Christ, I can't even move my legs. I need to like sit down and like decompress for a minute. That was extreme. 2 hours of just inverted paradiddles on the double bass. Next up, I'm gonna hit Back Pfeifengeist by Animals as Leaders. So we're still continuing the double bass. That's cool. We're gonna still continue that, but I need to take a breather for a second. I need to really decompress right now. Unacceptable. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't know if I want to fast and practice, but I'm just kidding. Yo, look how you got Jesus in the cut. You got Mary over here. But yo, I'm allowing myself 1 hour. I'm gonna hit it back again at 3 o'clock in 45 minutes. I'm gonna lay down, maybe nap a little bit, but then I'll get back up and I'll hit Back Pfeifengeist. Cause bro, I need to decompress crazy after that. That was so mundane. That was the type of practice that no musician wants to do. It's the annoying, monotonous, mundane, tedious, repetitive bullshit that musicians just want to play. But that's when it feels like a job. When you're hitting practice like that, that's when it really feels like you're at a full-time job. You're sitting there really just, it's like doing paperwork. Anyways, I'll see you all in 45. So it's now 4:20, and the time that I allotted from 2 to 3 for me to take a nap, I ended up, I'll admit, I scrolled for like half an hour, and the other half hour was used organizing future gigs and handling expenses from previous gigs, so a lot of business stuff. So then by the time it hit 3 o'clock, I said, okay, let me take at least a 30-minute nap. And so I took a 30-minute nap, I woke up, and I expected to be done with this by 4 o'clock, Back Pfeifengeist, but it's 4:20 and I'm still hitting it. I can hit it at 0.75 speed. But my left foot is really being a bitch today. It's really being a bitch. Like even shit that I normally could get like hurt does. You can hear it's unbalanced. I feel very unbalanced today. So anyways, right now it's a little after 4:20 and I have it at 0.75 speed. I don't know if I'll have it at full speed by 4:30, but if I don't, I'll just go till 5, and then I'll start hitting my weight training workout. It's push day today, so shoulders, tris, chest. Gonna hit that today. But 0.75 speed right now, right around 4:30 p.m. How long it takes for me to increase that by 0.25 speed. Alright, so it's about to be 5 p.m. I've been on this for an hour and a half and I can't seem to get faster than 0.85 speed without my left foot fucking up. So my left foot's really not cooperating today and you can tell it really annoys me. Whether that has to do with me being on a fast day 3 or I don't know what it could be. I'm a little bit tired, but 0.85 is the fastest I can go with this track today. We're definitely going to revisit it tomorrow during double bass training. But, yeah, an hour and a half, I'm at a point of diminishing returns, and we got to go on to our workout. So, let's see if I can hit this semi-cleanly at 0.85 speed, and we're going to revisit this tomorrow. 5 p.m. I gotta fucking move on. The left foot's not working today. We'll see if we can hit that tomorrow.
Why then didn't you put my money on deposit, so that when I came back, I could have collected it with interest? Then he said to those standing by, take his mina away from him, and give it to the one who has 10 minas.
Damn!
Sir, they said, he already has 10. He replied, I tell you that to everyone who has, more will be given. But as for the one who has nothing, even what they have will be taken away.
Damn!
But those enemies of mine who did not want me to be king over them, bring them here and kill them in front of me.
Oh, that's cold.
After Jesus had said this, he went on ahead, going up to Jerusalem. As he approached Bethphage and Bethany, at the hill called the Mount of Olives, he sent two of his disciples, saying to them,
heartless.
Go to the...
Real quick, so Luke 19:46, Jesus just walked into a temple and they were selling things, making money, profiting, and Jesus just starts flipping out. He's like, what the hell are you doing? This is supposed to be a place of praise and prayer. Now you've made it a den of thieves. That's Luke 19:46. Now, the interesting thing to me is, first of all, any man modern day who walks into a place and starts ripping it apart, whether it's like a gas station or even a church where they're making money. They hold classes for $50 per class, let's say. And this is supposed to be a place of prayer, but they're making money in the place of praise. So Jesus does not approve of that. Yet, modern day churches make a ton of money. They ask for tithes, and I guess that's okay. You got to fund the church, right? Even though in Luke 19:46, Jesus says that it's not supposed to be a place where you make money. That makes it a den of thieves. Now, modern day, these churches are making money and still asking people to volunteer. So it's like now you have volunteer employees and you have volunteer musicians who are not getting paid to play. However, the church is making money. So that's even double negative. It's like, that's a straight business. That's not even a temple. It's not a church anymore. It's not a place of praise or prayer. You're making money off there. And you're ripping other people off. So it's just interesting. Luke 19:46, Jesus just flipping out. It's a sense of entitlement, but he's God's son. So we'll give it the pass. Give it the pass, Jesus. But if anybody modern day walked in like he did in that scene right there, just walks in the church like, what the fuck is this? You can't be making money here. Just ripping, throwing money everywhere that these people earned. They spent all day making that money. Jesus walked up in there and just threw it everywhere. He was not a man of money, but every church nowadays seems to be primarily based around money. So the financial aspect that coincides with the Bible doesn't correlate to modern day association with Christianity. And I just found that interesting. And I had to make a little venting moment. But let's continue our workout, shall we?
Some of his disciples were remarking about how the temple was adorned with beautiful stones and with gifts dedicated to God. But Jesus said, as for what you see here, the time will come when not one stone will be left on another. Every one of them will be thrown down. Teacher, they asked, when will these things happen? And what will be the sign that they're about to take place?
Again, y'all, it's been 30 minutes of left foot HiHat Chick practice, and I've been focusing on just number 4. And I made this cool Latin vibe, so check this out. So here's what just the exercise itself sounds like. Just the example is... simple. Now, this is what I did with it. I'll start with the bass and then I'll add on. just dive deep into an example and you can peel back whatever. I went Latin. I could have went perhaps reggae. I could have went rock, funk. So much you could do with just a bare naked example. Every time I'm gonna preach this every time. Really preach that you find your voice via the example. The example is not your voice. You find your voice through it by diving deep into it. Let's continue forth. All right, so I just finished the phrases section of my book. It comes in 2 sections, phrases and then grooves. So for the next 2 days, I'm going to be hitting the groove section. But out the phrases section, somehow I came up with this chop that completes the chop that I usually do. If you know me and you know how I drum, I usually hit this chop if I'm doing phrases. It's like... For some reason, I figured out a way to connect it with the mirror of that. So check this out. Yo, I just realized you can't see my left hand cross over from back there, so I shifted you up here for a more pristine view of the chop of the day. I'll see y'all in the practice log. We're gonna continue the Latin vibes today, so I'm very excited. I'm feeling inspired, and I got energy now, so we're back, baby. Let's get it. Okay, so it is 8 o'clock, and I just finished up my practice log practice. I focused on the Latin section, and I really like where my head was at during this time. I was studying out of the Daphnis Prieto, Rhythmic Possibilities, something like that. That book he wrote was like half of his face. And so it's a lot of really authentically Latin feeling things here. So check this groove out. Like the way that tom comes in up there. It's like high tom really just makes that feel nice and authentic. Next up, we are going to do odd time practice. Yeah, we're gonna do odd time practice for 1 hour.
See the sunlight through my windows, on my keyboard, jumping in the shadows. Moonlight is over, how to beat the system, 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 how to beat the system.
cozied up here on the couch. I got the blanket on me. I'm gonna spend the next hour and a half just really hitting rudiments on my thigh while I'm finishing up the Gospel of Luke, while I'm importing video files to my computer. So I'm gonna hit that for 1 hour and a half. By the time I finish that, it will be about 10 hours of practice. And then for my final hour of practice, I'll be moving it in there with the laptop and everything. Probably put something on while I work on my left foot double stroke, because that needs to be targeted today. So next hour and a half, I'll be just cooling right here, watching some gospel while importing some files to my laptop while running some rudiments on the thigh. So without further ado,
Jesus went out as usual to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. On reaching the place, he said to them, "Pray that you will not fall into temptation."
okay, so day 3, full recap. I woke up right on time, filled up the tub. Ice bath was killing. I was chilling. No problem at all, you saw. However, I did post a little clip of that on Instagram, and I got a little bit of flack for not going all the way in. So I think tomorrow, just to prove a point, because I'm that guy, I'm going to go all the way in. Even though my feet don't fully fit in the tub, I'm going to get my neck down in there, and I'm going to go in like that. And we're going to see what happens like that. Tomorrow's 4 minutes, and I was completely fine today with 3. After the ice bath, I did a little bit of cardio and some ab workout. I got fatigued. I started feeling like I had to throw up. Mouth got really dry. This is the first day that's happened. So for the first time, I know I was flexing those electrolytes that I hadn't take last night, but for the first time today, I took 1 packet of electrolytes, but that's it. And then I continued forth. I went to double bass training, double kick, and I did inverted paradiddles on the double kick, and it was just so uncomfortable. My left foot was not cooperating, whether it's me being fatigued or the pedal being wrong. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't do it, and that annoyed me. So I spent 2 hours on what should have been a half-hour thing, and then another, right after that, I had to take a little nap. So I ended up doom scrolling for like 30 minutes, to be honest, and then I handled some business, some expenses, some gigs in the future. And then I took a 30-minute nap. And so now that offset my schedule by half an hour and a half technically. And then when I got back to the double kick training, I did back Pfeifengeist by Animals as Leaders. My left foot still wasn't cooperating. And I was going outside to take breaks. Now, listen to this. I was going outside to take breaks. I walked outside for fresh air, and I smelled bacon. Fresh bacon off the skillet. Like, this was God taunting me, I swear to you. I walk outside and I'm like, fresh air. Immediately, that greasy bacon, like I could just see it, I could taste it, and I was like, damn, I came out here to take a break, but this is tempting me even more for food. So I went back inside, and I sloppily got back Pfeifengeist, but I will be hitting that tomorrow just to ensure that I have that down. And then after double kick training and my nap, I did a workout. I felt great in the workout. And then after the workout, all my practice after that, which was, I believe, 5.5 hours. 5.5 hours pretty much straight. I just finished up here with the left foot on the kick drum to hone in on that. And then I did half an hour of piano practice because I'm playing my cousin's engagement party this Saturday. But I just felt great for the second half of the day. And I'm excited to tackle tomorrow, the second to last day. And yeah, I'm very inspired. Still feeling great. Nothing too crazy. I'm sure my stomach's growling and grumbling and all of that. But I'm really paying it no mind because I'm so preoccupied with getting an immense amount of practice in. Again, I'm at 30 hours of practice on the drum set. So, well, technically on the drums with drumsticks in my hands. So I'm very proud of myself for that. 30 hours in 3 days. That's the most I've ever done in 3 days. Tomorrow I'm going to add on another, let's say 10 at least. And then for fun, I'll already have hit 40 hours. I'm going to go for as much as I can on day 5 as well. See how much I can get in 5 days. And I want to set a personal record for myself. So, yep. I don't see any hard to find abs yet. So I'm annoyed at that. The weight is dropping much less than I thought it would. So I'm annoyed at that as well. But I'm doing everything that I should be doing. I'm staying right on track. And I'm very proud of myself for how far I've come thus far. And how I'm going to finish out this 5-day monk mode challenge. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm about to take some video updates on my physique and then get some well-needed sleep. And then I'm going to wake up tomorrow, 4-minute ice bath, and do it all again. Peace.